GG's.
Alright, so we are in the game. I assume people are going to be taking fairly standard items like normal. And both teams are running out. We haven't actually seen the teams do the LCS thing so far where they all spread out perfectly, you know, along the openings. But they've basically been kind of following that.
Yeah.
And they've been favoring to protect, obviously, the buff where their jungler is going to start, stacking most of their team on that side.
And they send the one to guard the other side.
Yeah. Right now, blue team taking a very interesting approach, actually, as far as what they're looking to do. And it looks like purple team is looking to invade.
Yep, they look like they're all posted up. There are 5. They send both of their skills to scout.
Yeah, they actually have a lot of scouting available for vision.
And looking OG having computer problems, clearly. He did have to leave the queue because he crashed. We'll see if that affects their game. Again, the players are responsible for the, you know, the quality and the condition of their equipment.
Yeah.
So there will be no chances at a reschedule. So hopefully his things stabilize.
Okay, so yeah, the purple team doesn't have the greatest lockdown, but they do have the Mundo Cleavers, which keep you from moving. Can we get some? Are they going to be able to get something down? Okay, here we go. He's in all kinds of trouble, but this is Zac. The passive is going to proc, but they're just going to leave him to it because half their team is away.
Wouldn't be surprised if he was still lagging there. He didn't even try to run.
Well, he didn't see them. And then by the time, you know, he could move, it was kind of too late already.
True. Whew. So, yeah, Young Fresh and Kawaii capitalizing on the confusion from the DC.
Yeah. Looks like Zac is going to the bottom side now. Looks like they're... I guess they're just going to go back to the red.
Yep. Okay, so Jarvan gets a nice and easy blue. And because of the help that Zac needed at red, Leona will be a little late.
Zac is disconnected again. You can see he's just standing there.
It's a really weird kind of computer issue, though, where he's like going in and out. Yeah. It might be in his best interest to just pause the game and just restart his computer.
Yeah, because yeah, he's stuck again.
Yeah, the teams do have 4 minutes of pause time to use, and if they choose to, the teams can share time. Most teams have been pretty bro about it, and they've shared.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, and this is not what you want to see. You want to see, you know, the games played out as they should. Winning by DC is never a good feeling.
Yeah.
Especially for these teams, I know there's a lot of pride on the line. So, really surprised that nobody is pausing and letting him restart his computer. But again, we are on a 3-minute delay, so there's not a whole lot that we can do. We're just gonna have to watch it play out. As we see Fragnatic actually getting spotted out by Jarvan, but the purple team is collapsing on him. As in bot lane, Kagemori going extremely low. Saunders is safe, and I'm really unsure as to why Virus Crow didn't try to finish him off.
Oh, good rupture.
Excellent rupture. But the flash forward...
Oh no, he got cleavered. He's all but dead here.
Yeah, and he knows it. He's just going to turn around. No point in running at that point. Nice knock up onto T-Mania. They should have this with a couple more autos. And oh boy.
Yeah, so overall, this DC being a huge disaster. Zac not able to even attempt to assist because he's just desperately trying to clear his jungle.
Yeah, Zac is still level 1.
Okay, you can see he didn't even take his red buff. He opted for the smaller camps because he's like, I'm so far behind. I just better do the safe thing just in case someone shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, and we will see how hard Purple Team takes advantage of this. It would be in their best interest to do so. Because this is still for a lot of money and it's still for a lot of prizes, so...
Although it seems like from the way that Jarvan is playing, he doesn't realize that Zac is that far behind.
Yeah, because they can't really see too much of it. I mean, they see him probably going in and out, but
yeah, because if he knew that both buffs were still up, he definitely would have tried for one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so big lead for the purple team. A 2K, almost a 2K gold lead. Well, actually about a 1.5. But that's never something you want to see this early in the game.
Oh man, and
That's
Zach
huge.
DC's again trying to do his red.
Okay, so Jarvan has gone back to buy. He has a Kindle gem already and boots. And blue team trying to go as aggressive as possible, just trying to hold their lanes down. Doing a good job of it, actually.
Yeah, that was actually a great time to force a fight for the blue team. They had a massive creep wave. And purple team looked like they still wanted to fight, so they got demolished by the creeps.
Yeah. In those situations, you need to know when you're not able to fight, because otherwise you'll just end up taking so much extra damage turning around.
Yeah, because stronger or not, at the beginning of the game, the creeps are the strongest.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's see. It looks like Zach finally got his red.
Yeah, Zach is finally level. It's weird because I think now Jarvan will see how far behind he is, because he'll see that he's still only level 3. And that's gonna let Jarvan do whatever he wants. He does get pinged out though. Good communication. It's gonna save bot lane's lives. And top lane's still pretty even. And Fragnatic, despite dying once, is still ahead in the mid lane by CS.
Yeah, but unfortunately, those 3 assists. That's a good amount of gold.
So Jarvan coming down again to gank. Ivaru should be careful and learn from his mistakes not to walk too far forward.
Although he still does have barrier and flash.
Yeah, he does.
Whereas he knows Frag has no summoners, so he's probably okay.
It's definitely something that he wouldn't want to waste though. If he can just force a recall, they should just take the recall, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Frag doing a good job holding it down, distracting both Jarvan and the mid, allowing Zach to take his second buff.
And I think when once Zach gets going in levels, he does clear okay.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of AoE skills, so see if he can work his way back into this. Only down by 7 creeps. But again, the kills. The kills and assists are big. Jarvan probably pretty close to finishing his jungle item in a little bit.
Interesting. Jarvan opted to go for the Kindle gem rather than finishing the Spirit Stone.
Yeah. But yeah, T-Mania doing what he needs to do, just CSing and staying away. Just sustaining up. Doesn't
Mundo
have to worry
actually,
too
yeah,
much.
he needs to be careful because that Cho'Gath ultimate means he can't wait too long to ult. Oh, but Cho'Gath's out of mana, so this is gonna turn south for him, and Mundo knows it.
Virus Crow finds another engage onto Kagemori. Zach Legend doing a good job this time of staying away from the damage, and kind of a YOLO hook right there. Nothing will come of it though. Zach Legend was already done with the fight.
Well, they could have tried to turn on that, but Kale just started walking towards bottom a little while ago, so it wasn't the smartest idea to re-engage at that point.
Yes, indeed. So the bot lane will have to be careful. Saunders getting a little low. Good flay to put an end to that Zenith Blade.
Yeah, excellent timing on that. Tried to go in as soon as he hit 6, but Saunders actually not 6.
Yeah, and that Jinx ulti is such a big part of their all-in. It's basically like a flying Garen ult. Okay, so there's the solar flare. It does not hit anybody.
Oh, the box goes down onto Virus Crow.
But a good stun that locks up Zach. I think he stepped on the chompers because Leona was nowhere near to bop him on the head with the Q.
Yeah, and the blue team committed 4 people down there for that, but got nothing out of it.
Yeah, Zach is already there, but I don't think he's going to get much out of that. He might just have to leave.
He's there, he's 6. He could try to force something if he wants to.
Exhaust and all summoners are still up, though, for the bot lane, though, so that would be risky.
Yeah, especially since his bot lane's ultimates are down.
Yep.
So it'll be difficult.
Yeah, and the culling is still up for Zach Legend. So we see Mundo on the opposite side of the lane, behind Cho'Gath, but still doing perfectly fine. Again, the monolith resources of Mundo really starting to take their toll on the Cho, as he is struggling to keep his mana even near the middle. Cho'Gath's skills are expensive.
Luckily, every CS he gets means he gets back mana and health.
Yeah.
So Cho only really runs into sustain problems if he can get zoned off the creeps. Although it looks like it's getting close to that point, though.
Yeah, we see that CS lead already for Mundo, and he rushed the Negatron cloak.
Yeah, there's actually a CS lead in mid as well for Orianna.
Yeah, so again, both mids doing a lot to try to like roam around and try to get picks and do pull off counter ganks, but so far not a whole lot of action after the early DCs from Zach. Speaking of Zach, there he is.
Oh, can they get the CC down?
Yeah, there's the knockup.
Oh, Mundo's in trouble. Yeah, he has to. He doesn't want to get Omnom. Oh no, it's not even up. I don't know if that flash was necessary then.
Yeah. And here comes Purple Team. Chase Styles is baiting this, and they're biting. They do not know that help is coming.
Yeah, they definitely want a piece of that Mundo. Zach's out, but Cho'Gath is all but dead.
Oh, jeez, the Damahe is serious. And Licking OG needs to peace out. Oh, and they pop the passive. Trades back a kill, though. Ivaru needs to get out of turret range, and Kale is here. This may not be worth. There's one. Can Jarvan get out? I'm not so sure. There's the flash. We'll see if Frag decides to dive. He does have intervention if he needs it, but it is not necessary. Great roam from Frag to pick that up. There goes the Super Mega Rocket. One auto, and Jinx will get excited. And Kagemori is probably not going to make it out.
Yeah, extreme overextension all across the map by the purple team. Basically going to get them ace. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice hook.
Here's Mundo, though.
Nice hook.
So some overextension right back.
Yeah, and Chase Styles pops his ulti. Oh, he missed the cleaver, though. So that's going to be the end of that.
Yeah.
Good try, though. Good try.
But yeah, that was extremely sloppy in top. Like, they should have just settled for getting the guaranteed kill.
Yep, and got out.
Because tanking that tower to try to kill Zach from full and then take out his passive, that's so much damage this early in the game.
Yeah.
As you saw, the tower just decimated all of them.
Yeah, even Mundo. Mundo died in like one hit. And that allowed Frag to just get a free cleanup. So yeah, definitely a case of, you know, just take what you can get and not get greedy. But we have been seeing a lot of overcommitment from both teams this set. Good pickup there by Licking OG. Gets out of there just in time. And that's definitely going to take a lot of wind out of the purple team sails right there. Frag has a bit of momentum now. See what he does with it. Looks like he is going to be rushing the Gnasher's Tooth. But he does still have some CS to make up. He's only 10 behind though, so that's about a wave and a half. Not too bad.
And Orianna's going to give up the remainder of that wave to pick up the blue. That's actually not when you want to have the blue ready for your mid.
Yeah, when there's stuff to farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on someone like Ori who can push out pretty fast. But yeah, big CS lead though in the bot lane. Zach Legend doing very well.
Yeah, and both junglers reporting to the bot lane. They know another fight's brewing. A solar flare misses, basically.
It looked like he predicted that he was going to walk back first. Saunders in big trouble. He must not have flash up because he is not using it.
Yeah, Saunders is dead. Can't even use the super mega death rocket to hit most of the enemy laners because, you know, big fat Jarvan's in the way.
Yeah, and they know that Zach's passive is down, so they want to try and kill here. Again, luckily Frag nowhere to be found. He's just pushing mid though.
Yeah, looks like he wants to take down that tower. He's like, I've roamed enough this game. I need to take this tower.
Yeah, purple team wisely taking the tower back in bot, and they should rotate for dragon.
Yeah, Orianna already on the way back up to mid, so Frag's not gonna get that.
Oh, okay, so maybe they... Okay, there you go, yeah. It looked like Zach Legend was recalling and they said, no, 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 no. Dragon, please. And yeah, good roam down by Mundo because he knows his team's doing the dragon. Comes down for the presence. Good barrier. And a good cleaver
Zach
finishes
get it?
off.
No, he can't. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, and the dragon going down in the background as the top lanes roam down. But Chase Styles a little bit faster on the rotation, and it paid off big time.
Yeah, Chase Styles just in the right place.
Yeah, good map presence right there. So important sometimes for the top to just be there for stuff like that. And that's a pretty big gold swing out of nowhere. They got the kills, they got the tower, they got the dragon.
Yeah, of course they were ahead to begin with, but
yeah, the gold lead has ballooned though. 22.9 to 18. Some good momentum right there for Young Fresh. Kagemori.
Play and exhaust.
It's a pretty good exhaust. Jinx's flash is still not available should they choose to go hard. But Virus Crow standing his ground does not want to give this fight up just yet. And it pays off. They actually come out on top of that trade. But once again, Zach Legend with an early Bloodthirster. Sonder is very, very small in comparison right now. Only with the Vamp Scepter and the double Dorans again.
Yeah, and unfortunately in that favorable trade, the Solar Flare was burned again.
Yep.
Whereas the box is about to come up soon.
Oh, very early ulti.
Yeah, the Super Mega Death Rocket does basically nothing.
I do not agree. And Virus Crow's
the blue team is in all kinds of trouble in the bot lane here.
Yeah, they really need to look at the items and realize that they're very far behind. And
oh, Virus Crow flashes right into Orianna. That sucks.
Hello.
And licking OGDCs again. They just can't get a break right now.
Poopy. But yeah, that's one of those situations where you just need to look at the items and say like, hey, double Dorans and Vamp versus BT.
Yeah.
Don't fight this.
And like, we gotta chill a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that ulti from Jinx does not do a lot when they have a lot of life.
Yeah.
So.
Especially when you have no items too.
Yeah, so they really pulled the trigger on that too fast. Cho'Gath though starting to get big. Literally.
Although Mundo got that Spirit Visage, so it's kind of to the point where Cho'Gath has no hope of actually hurting him.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Spirit Visage isn't picked as much anymore because, you know, it doesn't give the whole bunch of CDR anymore. So it actually needs to synergize with the champion now.
But yeah, as Mundo, you would buy it no matter what it gave, as long as it still had that passive.
Yeah.
So.
And he's like, oh, so you have more health now, more damage from my cleavers. And he's a bigger target.
Yeah, and he's easier to hit.
Yep.
It looks like there's definitely some pressure developing on the blue team's blue because Zach is not around. And Mundo making it obvious that the team is there.
Yeah, they're just going to get bullied off, though. There's nothing they can... Because the smite is there and Zach is not.
Yeah. And even Thresh is in mid.
Okay.
Oh, Frag in a bad spot here, but it's only him versus Jarvan until Orianna gets there. Orianna's going to hit the dragon? I mean the Baron. Somebody going to hit it? Nope, they're just going to let him walk out.
Okay, Frag.
Someone just should hit the Baron and they should back off of it.
Okay, there they go. Yeah, now Frag is trapped.
Yeah, force him to flash out.
Yeah, it's a good, well-chosen flash right there. He was trapped otherwise. T-Mania they're probably going to get chain slowed. Oh, Mundo.
Miss Cleaver, but another one's coming soon.
That was a really big miss by Mundo. Forces them to chase further, and T-Mania actually gets one back. He might walk away from this if Mundo doesn't go hard, and he does. They honestly should have went a lot harder a lot sooner.
Uh-oh, Mundo's a little in trouble here. Oh wait, but Frag is low too. He doesn't have enough for intervention.
Yeah. Yes. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Low on mana, so not able to get his ulti off. And now Mundo has double buff.
Yeah, fortunately though, Jinx getting some free farm time because Thresh has been top for a long time.
And honestly, it really can't be helped. Like, Frag and his team are doing the best they can, but it's basically been a 4v5 for the most of the game.
Yeah, a man down, it's really hard to do anything.
Yeah, so these kills that the purple team are getting, they're good, and it's something that they should be doing because they're capitalizing on an advantage. But I really can't fault the blue team too much. They're just not in a good spot.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna over rotate. The purple team is gonna even pull people from bot lane and make their bot lane at a disadvantage to fight those. Like, there's nothing they can really do.
Yeah, all they can do is just try to farm in the lanes where there are no people.
Yeah, because they were trying to fight that 4v2. You know, so it's just they're just doing whatever they can at this point.
Oh, Leona should not have gone in.
Oh, but Thresh misses. Can Jinx get some damage? The Solar Flare doesn't get the stun, but
Super Mega Death Rocket? May not need it. Actually, no, he might need it now. Good flash. And here comes...
But here comes the whole purple team. And that's 2 easy kills.
Woo.
So again, like, they desperately are trying to make plays even though they're down, but the man at disadvantage is just too much.
Yeah. And again, Zach Legend has been doing a pretty good job of dangling himself and making him a little bit of a juicy target. And he did have the flash to outplay the ulti, so it worked out.
Although with how ahead they are, he shouldn't need to.
That is also true.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
It was also really big that Thresh missed his stuff.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Leona really needs to start hitting the middle of her ultis to get the stun onto Zach Legend.
Excellent death sentence means Frag is all but dead. Nope.
Intervention, yes. He's waiting. Good chompers. Keeps him alive, but Leona is in no man's land right now. Mundo is right there, and a good lantern juke over the wall. Dookie Butt's probably waiting for his cooldowns. Another death sentence lands, and there we go. There's the chain CC. But Team Mania is tanking a lot of cooldowns. Ivru has no health, and the blue team is healing up on the fountain, so purple team needs to skedaddle.
Oh, but here's Lucian, who's been spending that time to CS in the way back there.
Pulling the double lift.
Yeah, so they were actually fighting an even fight there, the 4v4.
Yeah, Cho'Gath getting pretty tanky. As you can see right there, he took a lot of aggression. He was getting bounced all over the place, and he was barely losing any life.
Yeah, because with one damage dealer zoned out and the other one off farming somewhere, there was no damage there for the purple team.
Yeah, it was all it was just a bunch of knockups.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of people slapping each other and locking each other down, but with no damage and all tank, it takes forever to kill anyone.
Yeah, it buys blue team some much needed time to farm.
Oh, and here we go. Frag's gonna come in for the dive on the purple bot lane.
I really like this play by the blue team. There is no teleport on Mundo, so they are basically screwed. There goes the engage. Zach Legend getting hooked. Kagemori missing his hook, so he's done. Great dive by the blue team. Really making plays where they need to.
Yep.
Good call right there. I really like that. They're like, hey, there's no teleport this time. There's no possible chance at a cheese rotation, so we can fight this. And they try to press their advantage by pushing up even further.
And Jarvan's coming back to stop them by himself. I don't think he'll be able to.
I don't think he'll be able to either. Frag has been doing a good job of farming up. He's ahead of Orianna despite all that's happened. So yeah, Frag is really strong right now, and I believe he still has intervention available.
Yeah, there it is. There, Super Mega Death Rocket hits the full health. Who's that? Jarvan, so does nothing.
Yeah, but the Lush is back.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a bunch of deaths. The red buff is ticking onto Saunders. He goes splat.
And good news is Zach is back in the game. For now, anyway.
And at the end of the day, purple team lost 2 turrets. So that's still good.
Oh,
Chase Styles doing a good job though of taking apart this turret. The Sunfire Cape means though that he's gonna proc turret aggro, so he can't just like YOLO push it. Well now he can.
yeah. With the rest of his team here, he's like, yeah, whatever. I'll just finish this.
Yeah, and the purple ping's going on to the top lane. They need to keep their inner turrets alive here. But blue team doing all they can to fight back.
Yeah.
The big story though is gonna be the Jinx. The Jinx is 1-5-1 to the 4-2-3 Lucian, who's up by 70 CS. So that's gonna be the biggest problem. It's gonna be up to Frag to carry a lot of the load until she can get to that point where she's relevant. Although her ulti still is a game changer, the Jinx ulti. She can time that correctly. She could easily pick up two kills or more.
I'm interested to see here that while they have Zac, like actually in the game, if they're gonna attempt to force a fight while it's 5v5 still, or if they're just gonna try to farm it out and hope that he stays connected.
At this point, I might want to just try to fight.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm interested to see if they're gonna try and go for it.
And there it goes. CC landing, but J4 does not care.
Yeah, because Kale was not there, so the damage was not there.
Good buys on the purple team all around, though, getting those early MR items. And Mundo with that pair of defensive items, the Sunfire and the Visage, helps with his damage output. Sunfire Cape was nerfed in this patch, though. It'll be doing a little more damage once he gets to level 15 and higher, though. Big engage right there by the purple team, locking up 3 to 4 people. Beautifully executed. Lucian wasn't even there. And they're going to let Zac reform because they'd rather concentrate on the people that are still alive. Good job by Team Mania to pick up a kill right there, but the rest of his team
Good hook.
are already gone.
Yeah, and Kale tried to come back, but not fast enough.
Yeah, and that has been the story of this set. When Fragnatic is not there, purple team go in, and the blue team just can't disengage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Frag, your buff is not safe. Good hook.
Oh, jeez. Intervention gonna come down. He's gonna take out Thresh, probably.
Maybe? Yeah. Must have been his Q must have came back, because that was a big chunk. Could have also been the Lich Bane though. The Lich Bane doing a lot of damage right now. Again, one of those situations where Thresh probably should have just left.
Slay the dragon.
Just let your team mop it up. You know, you did your job. You caught him. No point in getting greedy. But nonetheless, due to the DCs and the team fighting by the purple team, big lead right now.
Yeah, right now, Young Fresh really playing like a team that knows that they're up against only 4 people.
Yep.
Definitely very little respect coming out right now.
It's definitely giving them a lot of confidence. Kagemori was not having a good Thresh game the last time he played him, but he's doing a much better job this game. He's landing vast majority of his hooks compared to last time. That, for all intents and purposes, this team is not as mobile. The blue team is. Not a whole lot of dashes. So it does make them for a little bit easier targets.
Yep.
And coupled with the box slows, the Ori slow, the Mundo cleavers, makes his shots a little easier to line up. And
yeah, and this time Frag immediately running back to his team as soon as he spots any members of the enemy team near them.
will he get there in time though? That is the question. Big shockwave coming down. Squashing time does Nathan's. Oh my, the blue team is getting decimated. There's already 2 down. Frag is just too late to the party. And a nice flash over, very aggressive. He's gonna try to clean up Mundo, but too many shields, too far ahead. Again, I can't fault the blue team here. They just
surrender.
yeah, they just had an unlucky DC.
repeated DCs.
Yeah, repeated DCs. This is very unfortunate. But purple team will take the win. Young Fresh go up 2-0.